Hello, my name is Gabriella, and I'll be presenting about disinfecting your hands to stop disease transmission. So, the hidden problem in this presentation is germs spread through touching door handles, phones, and money. I know we all know this because we're always holding things, especially our phones. Everywhere we go, we're holding our phones. When we get our food, we're on our phones. When we're in class, we're holding our phones. Every little thing, I give us around 20 minutes, we're holding our phones. Or even just like, as I say, door handles to go from one room to another room. We're using door handles to enter the car, to exit the car. Our hands are always on the door handles, especially cash. I know most people don't usually walk around with cash anymore, but I know one of the reasons they stopped that is because their diseases spread with cash was too much. Everyone is always holding money, either to pay your motor, either to pay your food, anything. And just one bill goes around the whole place in people's hands, and it just transmits a lot of diseases. As you can see, 80% infectious diseases are transmitted with our hands. Only 19% of people disinfect their hands regularly. And I feel like there's a one of we can add more people to this 19% people because let me tell you why. Why does hand hygiene matter? Why it matters to our health? Hand hygiene reduces the spread of illnesses by 21%. I feel like that's a really big number. That's honestly a really big number. Something that we can change. 21% is a big number because illnesses are really all over the place. And just to stop it, even just around 10% is a very big benefit. So we can save thousands of lives in hospitals and communities, protect vulnerable groups like children and the elderly, because we all know children are still developing the strong cells to fight off bacteria, while the elderly are losing those cells and not as strong as they were, not as immune as they were before. So let me show you how we can wash our hands. Actually, how we can disinfect our hands properly so we do not get other people sick or ourselves. So as you can see, the first step is washing your hands. Not washing your hands, but actually wetting your hands. Once you wet your hands, you're going to be able to put on some soap. Once you put that soap mixed with the water, you lather your hands. Don't just wash your hands and then rinse and go. You have to lather it, put it in between your knuckles, between your fingers, under, once again, I cannot say this anymore, under your nails. Your nails are a place that keeps so much bacteria. It's actually scary because they keep so much bacteria and nobody ever actually realizes that nails should also be cleaned. So make sure to scrub and go deep in your nails and remove it with that level of water and soap. And make sure to rinse with clean water. And after that, don't just go putting your hands in the air. Make sure to get a piece of paper towel and just rinse off that water. So, some global and community impacts for disinfecting our hands. A global campaign can save up to 1 million lives per year, WHO. Schools with good hygiene programs report fewer absences. As I said, children are one of the biggest, largest groups that use their hands for everything. As toddlers, they're still using their hands to eat, they're using their hands everywhere. They're using their hands to crawl, they're using their hands to get pencils, toys, everything. They're using their hands to play. So we need to really keep their hands clean because those are the where they can get the bacteria from. Let's say they're crawling on the floor where people are stepping. I know those are really many bacteria. Imagine a toddler crawling on the floor and then not washing their hands and immediately going to eat. Imagine the amount of bacteria they would be putting into their system. Or let's say they're crawling on the floor, they get a toy and give it to one of the kids who are around them. The kids also want to play with the toy, and while one bacteria is transmitted to the toy and from the toy to another toddler. So now we're just sharing a bacteria as a whole. So make sure to clean your hands because it equals a stronger and healthier community. So the conclusion and the call to action I can say is make hand disinfectant a daily habit, please. I cannot emphasize this anymore. Cleaning your hands is a really important thing. Disinfecting your hands, using hand sanitizer. Honestly speaking, I would say I prefer washing my hands than using hand sanitizer. But if I'm not able to wash my hands, I will still find it to disinfect my hands by using hand sanitizer. So protect yourself and protect others. As I said, with the example for the toddlers, one disease can be transmitted from one person to another with a common toy or anything they use. Or how can I say this? You know, when we say hi to each other, we're always giving each other some high fives, we're greeting each other, everything. We're using our hands to talk to each other and communicate to each other. And that's one of the ways we are also spreading the disease. So please make sure to disinfect your hands. A quote I can say is it's not the strength of the medicine that saves lives, it's the consistency of the habit. So make sure it's a habit you have put into place to disinfect your hands daily. Actually, I would say hourly as you finish one activity to another activity, please wash your hands. Most importantly, something that I really feel like nobody talks about is the fact that when we're taking our medicine like pills, most times we use our hands and we cannot be killing one bacteria in our body with the pill while adding to the other because once we touch that pill with our fingers, we're adding another bacteria to our body. So please clean your hands, keep yourself safe, and keep others safe. Thank you so much.